Hey, it's Daniel from Seattle Coffee Gear, and today I'm here with the Slayer Steam. Now this is a commercial machine that's going to be mostly for your high-end shops that are mostly focused on milk-based drinks. So I want to kind of go into this technology that we're dealing with here on this steam arm because it is very unique and it is going to produce effects that are very different than really any other commercial machine on the market. So I'm just going to purge this real quick because I want to get any condensation that's in there out before I really show you how dry this steam is going to be during operation. So I'm going to do that by tapping up twice on this lever here. That's going to run for 30 seconds. And I'm going to just wait as long as it takes. That's good enough probably. So now I'm going to go full bore on this, and now I'm going to go all the way down. There's actually 2 steps here, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But I'm just going to go all the way down, no timer on this one. And you'll notice how dry this looks in comparison to really any other espresso machine that you're going to find. You can't really tell, but there's not really any moisture on my hand. It doesn't really collect. So the effect of that with a drier steam is less dilution of your milk when you're steaming, resulting in higher retention in a latte, better flavors. It's the effects are really significant, and we're going to get into that more when I do make a drink with an alternative milk a little bit later. So I want to talk a little bit now about how you can actually change the pressure that you're dealing with to a certain extent. It's more so the flow rate of that steam, and they do that with a valve actually. So we saw this one with a higher flow rate of steam, and you can also go here with a different flow rate. Now these are totally programmable. This one 100%, this one 70%. So this 70% setting can be useful for heating much more delicate milks, alternative milks specifically. So not only can we adjust the flow rate of that steam, but we can also adjust the temperature. So I'll go into that on this menu here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to press this button and we get into this menu, and I'm just going to scroll over, go this way actually, to here is my left and right vapor valves. Now this is going to be the flow rate. So that's what I was talking about here with your 70%, 100%. If we go over just one more, we're going to have our temperatures. Now we're going to have a setting of 1 through 6 on here. 1 being the lowest temperature that you're going to be steaming at, and the 6 being the highest temperature. Now we notice the brew groups here, how they look like a traditional mechanical paddle that is going to, I don't know, maybe pressure profile, I don't know, something like that. But actually what we do have here is volumetric programming on these. In fact, we have 2 different settings here on each for your volumetric programming. And this is done with actually some actuator magnets that are inside of here. The intent is really to maintain that real clean aesthetic without, buttons on here that you're going to be pressing to extract, just because buttons they just don't have that weight to them, that feel that, that we really want with a machine like this. So instead, we're going to, go to this position. That's our first volumetric setting. And that one's our second. So this is a real smooth pull on that paddle. So this is a dual boiler machine, in fact. So you have 2 separate boilers here and here for each group. And that means that you're going to be able to change your temperature for each. So let's say you have, a single origin that you're going to be rotating into your espresso every month. You're going to be able to adjust that temperature independently for, optimal flavor. Along with the fact that you have this dry steam technology, it really is focused on those milk-based drinks at a very, very high quality. And definitely a quality that you're not going to find in a lot of other espresso machines, because this is a unique technology. All right, I think it is time for us to make a drink. But before I do that, I want to move this drip tray down, actually, so I can fit my cup underneath it. So what I'm going to do is I have this notch here on the side of the machine. There's another one on the other side. What I'm going to do is pull them out and then gently lower it down. There. So there's about 4 settings of those or so there. And, you know, just on the fly adjustment, depending on what style of drink you're going to be doing, directly into cup or into a shot glass. Really versatile. So just going to get my coffee set. So you notice I have a lot of articulation here with this steam wand. I can go all the way over here, no problem. All right. So I am no barista, so my barista art sucks. But as you can see, I actually have a pretty creamy froth here for an almond milk. Usually it's a little bit, I would say, a little flat, you know? So, yeah, it definitely has a kind of fuller, kind of creamier taste to it. It kind of opens up a little bit. That kind of papery, woody taste that you get from almond milk is also gone on this high temperature steaming that we have here on this side. So, yeah, I have to say, despite my somewhat mediocre skills here, pretty good results.